And we're live. Thank you for being here. Here is Enrico from marketing team of FIFA Collect, and here on my side I have Misha from product team.
Hi guys.
So thank you for being here and for participating in this live about our art contest called FIFA Collect Artist League, and it's the first event of this type that we are launching. We hope you appreciate, and I will let Misha introduce it and explain why we decided to launch it.
Awesome. Thank you, Enrico. Yeah, it's the first time we're trying something like this. We're super excited. I think it's going to be great results out of it and hopefully great new collections. Before we start with the FIFA artist content, so it depends on the audience, and because we are trying to attract many new artists to create the collection on the FIFA Collect, on the FIFA official digital collectible marketplace. I think it makes sense to take a pause and first do the introduction about the FIFA Collect, what it is about, what we are doing, how we're managing it, what type of the collection we do have there. So it's like just more context for the artists to see how they can contribute, how they can create their own collection. So Enrico, I think I can share the screen, right?
Absolutely.
Try to present so I can go to the FIFA.
In the meantime, I will let know our community that we are live on Discord.
Okay, awesome. Let me know once you're gonna see the FIFA Collect screen.
Okay.
Do you see it, Enrico?
Now everyone should be able to see it. It's loading, so give it a couple of seconds.
Okay.
I think now they're able to see it. Yeah, I think now they're able to see it. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Now we're on the homepage of the FIFA Collect, which is the official marketplace for the digital collectibles for FIFA. And as Enrico mentioned, Enrico from the marketing team, I'm from the product team of the Modex. Modex is an official blockchain partner of the FIFA, so we are managing the marketplace for the FIFA. And if you part of the one of the requirements of the FIFA artist context is to have the account on the FIFA Collect. And by the way, we're going to get some extra points for the people who has some digital collectibles in their account as part of their submission. So I encourage you to register the account of Marketplace, try to buy digital collectibles. Some of them can cost as minimum as $1, so you can see how it looks, how the user experience looks. But the main thing that I wanted to, in terms of the FIFA artist context, to show you, it's existing drops, because we are getting a lot of questions for the artists, for the people who want to submit their submission for the FIFA artist content. And sorry, my screen is still loading. And yeah, now. So if you go to the drops, this is exactly where you can see everything that was created from the FIFA Collect from the beginning. And in the beginning, we do have drops that are active right now and on sale. And if you scroll down, you also can see the drops that was sold out in the past and launched since the inception of the FIFA Collect platform. So in a nutshell, how the idea of the FIFA Collect was in the beginning is to have the collection, which is, and by the collection I refer to for example, like this is one. In the beginning, we only used the video files, video moments, what we call them, from the official FIFA matches, and we created the NFT out of those moments. It just, for example, like the goal, the sun. Once we create the collection, we normally try to use the theme behind the collection, so how we can combine those moments or digital collectibles in one pack. So, for example, FIFA 120, it's celebrating the 120 years of the creation of FIFA. And if you click on this pack, on this collection, you can see all the information about it, that this drop celebrates the key tournaments. So basically all the key tournaments in 120 years of the history of the FIFA. And if you scroll down, you can see everything, all the digital collectibles that part of this particular pack, right? So this is how you can basically, if you're thinking about to submit your through previous packs, click one by one, check the description, how this idea, what the theme about this pack, and then see what the digital collectibles inside this pack. So those are video moments. I'm going to show you one that may be most relevant, because we see that most of the submission that we are getting so far, it's digital images, like most of them 2D images or digital artwork, and a lot of AI generated images. And one of the packs that was first that was represent the digital images besides the video moments was the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 posters, drop 1 and 2. Those are two packs that combined by one unique theme idea behind the Australia and New Zealand, and they represent digital art. So if you click and you can see, for example, this one has like 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, a lot of it's more than 40 unique images in one pack. But if you click, you can see how the one NFT looks like. So when you're thinking about what you can submit to participate in the FIFA artist contests, you can see it as a reference. So like this one theme behind this drop is New Zealand and Australia, and how those digital collectibles looks like, right? And in terms of the FIFA contents, we're not expect you to submit like 40 of the images. We ask you to submit at least 3. And the reason why, so we can understand if they're related to each other, if there is indeed some idea or the theme behind the collection that you propose. Because based on the 3 artwork that you're going to submit, and the community going to vote, the FIFA and the Modics going to select and also vote for the best artist. And once the best artist is selected, and we have, by the way, we have up to 10 winners. Right? Start with the first place, which also has monetary prizes. And then we're going to work with the selected artist directly to create the full collection. And also, I maybe jump into one of the another one of the biggest questions, like what the full collection looks like, how many artwork do I need to submit and or create afterwards. I would say it really depends on your idea. As you can see here, it's more than 40 digital images in one collection. We do have another example. So for example, if you go here, the one of the recent collection that we launched, the best, and it's only had 3, 4, 6, 6 digital images. So depends on the idea, depends on what you're proposing, how you envision your collection. We're going to work together to determine like if it's enough what you did, or you need to extend it and package into the full collection. And we're going to work together with the artists to help it out based on our expertise, based on what the FIFA Collect community wants. And one of the most exciting parts about launching the collection is not only the digital art that is appealing by itself, right? But we're also going to have unique utilities with those collections. In the past, for example, this one that I'm showing right now, the best, it's the collection that represents also one of the utility of this collection is to have tickets and access to the best FIFA football awards that never was open to the public. So by Modix being the official FIFA provider, we have access to such unique things like the access to the FIFA best award, or the right now the pack that was launched last week, also the Mexican Legends that is going to be during the end of September. We also have tickets to this event in Mexico. So not only it's a digital appealing and nice art, and this is this actual collection, also something new that we tried the collection on photography, but that not only comes with the history and the nice art, but also utilities that access and tickets to games events hosted by FIFA. So that's how the FIFA Collect, like a little bit background. I know that it took more time than I anticipated, but I think
Yeah.
it's important for the artists just to be familiar what this idea behind and why we're doing this. So our goal is to work with the artist and create more very interesting, appealing collections for the FIFA Collect.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Misha, for the introduction. By the way, thanks La Mochila Austera for joining the live, and a few users joining probably from Discord after we posted our message. So just to sum up, if you are not yet familiar with the contest, you have the link in the description of the live stream, so you can see all the details inside. Just to add a few more elements to what Misha explained, so there are 6 categories. There is the digital illustration category, 3D models category, short videos, football themed collections, photography, AI generated art. So there are these 6 categories. It's true that most of the collections, most of the submissions we received are AI generated art, or anyway 2D images. But there are more categories. So Misha gave you an illustration on how these images will apply and will show on the platform. We have some questions that we have received from the artist in the last couple of weeks. Also, one more thing before we move on. Today is the 16th of November, and the end of submission is on the 20th. So there is an expiry
September.
Due. Yeah, what did I say?
September, not November.
Just on Friday, basically this Friday, there is the end of submissions. So that's why we're doing this live, because it's the last moment for you to catch on this contest and get the amazing rewards we are offering. So let's start to answer the question we received. What do you think, Misha?
Yeah,
Let's go
sure.
question. So the first question I have is, do I need to upload my work when, like, it's a question from a user that wanted to modify the submission. So do I need to upload my work again, or can I modify what I uploaded last week? So probably I can take this one since I'm directly seeing the submissions, and actually the best thing in this case is just to submit again, complete the registration and the submission process again. You have the link in the FIFA Collect Artist League page, and so I would just advise to create another one. So do a pretty quick one. Then we have more regarding like narrative requirements. So in the submission, we in the page and in general, we talked about narrative, the narrative behind the collection. So what do we mean, Misha, by saying the narrative behind the submission, and how they could create a full collection beyond the initial submission?
Yeah, that's the good one. And based on the example that I show on the FIFA Collect, just go to the drop page, see what has been done in the past, and by narrative, because the submission, we're only asking you for the minimum with the 3 images. You can submit more, but at least like 3. Our goal is to understand that you have some idea behind those 3 collections. So it's not just random collection of the soccer ball or stadium, but something that connect those images, videos, or your artwork together. Because how everything works, we're gonna package it in a collection, put it inside one pack, and put it on the FIFA Collect. So it needs to be something that appealing, that has some idea behind, some message maybe. And yeah, the best is going to be just to go see what has been done in the past. And then I think, Enrico, we can also show in the end some of the submissions that we really like how it's some of the artists not only send the artwork, but they explain like what they wanna say by the artwork. So it really helps.
Absolutely. In this case, actually, I would jump directly to show
Sure.
some examples, because La Mochila Austera is asking a question about short videos. Could you give us example, please? I think we have received a really nice example of short videos, and we can show you that, because it's the case of when an example means more than 1,000 words.
Yeah. And while you're sharing, I'm gonna just answer. I see that La Mochila is asking about the timing of the videos. Honestly, there is no guidelines for the timing. Like some of the submissions that we are getting are just really 3 seconds or 5 seconds videos on the loop, which is fine. What we used in the past for the FIFA Collect, since it's a moment from the game, it's kind of the best goal. It starts like not just the goal itself, a couple seconds and everything to make it more appealing. We show it how the attack was, how attack starts, and then the goal. So it's normally around like 30-45 seconds videos. I would say no more than that. Like, so you can to shorten the answer to a question is like from 5 seconds to 40-45 seconds videos as one moment. I think it's more than enough. You don't want to put like 2 minutes video as a moment, because it's going to be too much for the digital collectible.
Okay, so thank you for this. Can you guys see my screen, right?
Yep.
So this is an interesting submission we received. It's a video submission with I would say a strong narrative behind you. You may like the video or not, etc. But what is interesting about this submission is that it has an interesting and totally innovative narrative behind. So the submission is made of like 10 short videos, like this one, or like this one. As you can see, the atmosphere is more like a galactic, intergalactic atmosphere. And the idea behind is imagine in 1,000 years when humanity will have colonized other planets. There will possibly be some, interplanetary football tournaments with interplanetary football pitches. So the idea behind is precisely this, like visualizing the future of football thousands and thousands of years far away from where we are. And I think this is a good example of video submission, and also a good example of elaborating an original narrative into something applicable into a collection and scalable, because you can scale this. It's already like 8 or 10 videos submission, but you can expand it to dozens of them. So this is an example I wanted you to see La Mochila.
Yeah, that's a great example. So it has the idea behind, it's a video, it's a short video, it's perfect for the digital collectible.
Yes. So let's jump into the other questions that we have like previously recorded, let's say. So I think some of these have already kind of been answered between the lines, but I will repeat them just if you want to add something, like why 3 picture is the minimum requirement for the submission.
Yeah, the idea is not for the only models in FIFA, but also
Michelle, we cannot hear you anymore. At least I cannot hear you anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Let me see from if it's me or
I can hear you and everything is.
Oh wait, it must be me. It must be me,
Okay.
because I tried for my mobile and apparently it works. So I don't know why I cannot hear you anymore. But yeah.
Okay, no worries. I will continue. So for the 3 artwork, it's opportunity, because how it's going to be the first FIFA Modex has the vote, but also the community, the one who is going to be voting for the best artists. And now Enrico, you muted yourself. Okay. So yeah, like for the community to make the vote, to understand what this idea is about. So at least like 3 artwork. This is the minimum that we're asking for to make this the easier for the people to vote and understand. And as I mentioned, for the full collection, then we're going to determine based on the artist's desire and the also different categories. Let's say the video can be like 10, 15 videos is fine, but if it's a digital art and you can produce the digital art, it can be hundreds of different images that can be part of the collection. So it's possibilities. It's really from minimum 6 to like if we're talking about the general NFT collection, that can be actually the randomized generated by the different layers. It can be 10,000 NFTs in one collection. So Enrico, are you back? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm back. I just refreshed because I lost you for 1 minute. So where are we? Are we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think also this kind of you answered already between the lines earlier on, and it's can you clarify how and why a drop should contain 15 collectibles at least, and how can a concept can be made scalable?
Yeah, this actually I was just telling that it really depends on the first category that you submit, because the video and digital art, it's really 2 different categories and can be 2 different collections. So what I said previously, for example, in a nutshell, and for the collection can be from 6 digital collectibles to 10,000. And by 10,000, if you're familiar with the, let's say, just standard regular NFTs, they're created with what we call generative art, where the script create those NFTs based on layers. So we can go this route if the artist proposed to develop different layers, and then with the script generate the big collection. It can be 10,000 collection of NFTs, so any number. So it's for the purpose of the contents, what we're asking at least minimum 3 artwork to clearly convey your idea and message, so the community, Modex and FIFA can quote, and then we can work together, because then the fun part starts. I think it's an amazing opportunity for the artist to feature his name on the official FIFA Collect website to say like, hey, I made the collection with the FIFA, and put his name in the history of football, history of FIFA.
Brilliant. So before we move forward, we have another question from La Mochila, which I can take, and it's like, can we use FIFA Muppets and logo? Okay, this is another question that kind of we covered already in the contest guidelines, because we imagine that it could be an issue. So basically, you can. You can use like FIFA items such as logo or World Cup. They can be used, but the asset itself must not be modified. So you can use the World Cup, you can use a FIFA Muppet, but you can change the background, the contest behind, but you cannot make you cannot change the assets itself. The design of the asset itself must remain unaltered. So this applies to all FIFA assets, including logo, World Cup trophy, Muppets, everything. So I hope this answers your question, La Mochila. And regarding IP rights, we have another one actually, which is quite a tricky but also interesting one that we got on our own Discord channel, and it's how do we handle IP rights, especially considering that some art is AI generated, and like where are the rights? They are on the artist side, on the AI platform side. Can you clarify this, Misha, a little bit?
Yeah, this is a very interesting one, because normally whoever creates the art piece, has the IP rights. So and this is kind of like the gray area with all these AI tools. if you generate the image with AI tool, so basically the platform is a creator and IP rights create to the AI platform. But also in case if you look at it in other perspective, that you use AI as a tool, you train it, you put the prompt what you want to create and create the collection. So you actually the creator, the AI is just a tool like the Photoshop or anything else. So to simplify in terms of the this particular FIFA artist context, we don't have any issues of using AI generated images. So we, as long as and I don't think it's you can extend on other IP rights. So if it doesn't conflict with other IP guidelines that we listed, as you already mentioned about the logos and trophies and etc. And I think it's a good time to mention everything else, Enrico. But AI
Yeah.
it is fine.
Cool. Thanks for this input, Misha. So I would go with one more question about IP. Like one person asks, can you make an example of IP compliant submission? And I think we can give some examples in this. Going again to the submission. Let me share the screen again. Um, I mean, we have multiple examples of this, but looking at the submissions, for example, let's look at this other like nice example of submission, which is it's called Elements of Football, an ode to the beautiful game. And okay, it presents like the various items of the game we all love, such as the yellow card, the ball, the bleachers, the cleats, and so on. So these are like beautiful examples of football art done without infringing any copyright. But I think, I mean, this is still a good example, but I think the question implies also going more deep into the concept of moments. Because what we said in the submission is you need, if you are going to put players, if you're going to put real action, for example, from the FIFA World Cup, what is a moment? So a moment is something that we defined as a moment with more than three players. So an image with more than three players represents a moment. You cannot send like a portrait of a famous footballer or something like that. That unfortunately infringes the copyright. But what you can do is make art out of moments. So look at the Mexican Legends drop that we recently launched, like a few days ago, really, and look at the moments inside this. Okay, this is not AI art or digital art. It's pure photography, but this is what we mean with a moment, and that doesn't infringe copyright. Is a moment where there are three players more present, three individuals, and therefore the art is not focused only on one single protagonist. And you can see that in all of the collectibles from this specific drop that we launched a few days ago. So I think this is very, very important to understand the concept of moment. Moment is exactly a specific scene involving at least three characters rather than individual portraits. And of course, moments must come from FIFA event, World Cup, Women's World Cup, Club World Cup, etc., etc. So if you want to show a real player, it has to be in moments. It cannot be a portrait. So you can do, for example, I'm just throwing some ideas that could be feasible. It could be like the best assists ever of the FIFA World Cup, and you do like sketches of I don't know, the most most important goals ever. Or I don't know, it could be the most incredible underdog teams where you sketch I don't know, some very small teams or teams that they unlikely to participate normally in FIFA World Cup, but they do. Or I don't know, the most incredible crowds. I'm just throwing examples that came to my mind right now, but there could be, a lot of them. I'm sure you have better creativity than me, but it's just important that you really understand the moment of the concept of moment, so you can make something that we can accept, we can use as a collectible, and we can use in our future drops, featuring you.
And
So
La Machila has a really good question about the three players, even on the short video. I just wanted to clarify, like, yes, normally when you upload the video, you have the whole team and etc. But the catches here can be, for example, if it's 10-second video and 9 seconds of the video, you have like the close up on one particular player that says Leon Messi goal, and 9 seconds you show only Leon Messi, that can be the problem. So like that's another reason why we normally use 40-45 seconds videos, that it's shows the whole team, how the attack started, then the goal. Yes, it was the goal of Leon Messi, but you kind of like the idea is you cannot just like highlight one particular player and call it like, hey, this is the moment of Leon Messi. So it's a kind of like the team more than three players.
and also let me add, where would you take the video from? I mean, if you because I'm saying this because some people submitted highlights, like football highlights. Of course, I doubt they have the rights on the highlights. So I mean, if the creation is original, of course we can do a lot of things, but of course you cannot take something from the internet and post it as a submission, because it won't count. Um, so yeah, actually, probably one last question that we got from the initial ones is, what are the guidelines for depicting real players versus fictional characters in our submission? I don't know if you want to take this, Misha.
And I think this is what we were talking for the past like 5 or 10 minutes. It's kind of like along the lines that we cannot highlight the real player, that it's 3+ players, and it's more highlighting the team rather than individual player.
Yeah, we received a lot of submissions like made with AI, with fictional players. So if the player is fictional, of course you can show their face, and so this is the only example where you can really show the face, and it can also be only one player. But as I said, if it's a real player, and if you are really taking a moment from the FIFA World Cup, like it could be La Mano de Dios, it cannot be only Maradona, doing the hand of God. It needs to be a moment with the goalkeeper, the defender, the referee, and all the protagonists, or at least three or more of the protagonists involved. And yeah. So I think we've answered all the questions. So unless there is other question from La Mochila or any other user following us, we can jump to the conclusion. Anything you want to add, Misha?
Just to maybe highlight what you mentioned, that the deadline to submit your artwork this Friday. We're very excited about this opportunity, and I think it's amazing opportunity for the artists to highlight, to feature their name with the FIFA, to participate and to launch the collection. And as I mentioned, that it's not only going to be the collection of the artwork, but from our side, we will add amazing utilities that Models has access, such as like tickets, access to the exclusive FIFA events, and together like that, the beautiful art along with the utilities that are really important for our community, for existing community, for the new community that comes to the FIFA Collect. We're excited about this initiative.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are monetary rewards, cool. But if I was an artist, the best thing is that I mean, this art could be featured to like millions potentially of fans. That there will be a voting that goes around, like not only our community but also FIFA community, and you can put your name in one of these collections. So it's something that it's worth much more than just the reward. It could potentially help you shape your future career in this world. So yeah, I think we have answered all the questions. Of course, we are available on Discord, on our support channel all the time. Feel free to ask any question, and we're really looking forward to see what comes out of it, and who are the winners. And I'm sure we're gonna make some really cool collections in the future, thanks to your fantasy, your creativity, and your effort. So thank you, Misha, for
Thank you, and good luck, everyone.
and thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one, guys.
Thank you.